Hey guys, just came across an article in The Atlantic and I literally want to just read it. That's what I'm interested in for this one. I'm just going to read the setup and then I'm going to read the letter itself. So here we go. James Mattis, the esteemed Marine General who resigned as Secretary of Defense in December 2018 to protest Donald Trump's Syria policy, has ever since kept studiously silent about Trump's performance as president. But he has now broken his silence, writing an extraordinary broadside in which he denounces the president for dividing the nation and accuses him of ordering the U.S. military to violate the constitutional rights of American citizens. In union, there is strength. I have watched this week's unfolding events angry and appalled. The words "equal justice under law" are carved in the pediment of the United States Supreme Court. This is precisely what the protesters are rightly demanding. It is a wholesome and unifying demand, one that all of us should be able to get behind. But we must not be distracted by a small number of lawbreakers. The protests are defined by tens of thousands of people of conscience who are insisting that we live up to our values as people and our values as a nation. When I joined the military some 50 years ago, I swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution. Never did I dream that troops taking the same oath would be ordered under any circumstances to violate the constitutional rights of their fellow citizens, much less to provide a bizarre photo op for the elected commander-in-chief with military leadership standing alongside. We must reject any thinking of our cities as a battle space, that our uninformed military is called upon to dominate. That our uniformed military is called upon to dominate. At home, we should use our military only when requested to do so, on very rare occasions, by state governors. Militarizing our response, as we witnessed in Washington, D.C., sets up a false conflict between the military and civilian society. It erodes the moral ground that ensures a trusted bond between men and women in uniform and the society they are sworn to protect, and of which they themselves are a part. Keeping public order rests with civilian state and local leaders who best understand their communities and are answerable to them. James Madison wrote in the Federalist 14 that America united with a handful of troops or without a single soldier exhibits a more forbidding posture to foreign ambition than America disunited, with 100,000 veterans ready for combat. We do not need to militarize our response to protests. We need to unite around a common purpose, and it starts by guaranteeing that all of us are equal before the law. Instructions given by the military department to our troops before the Normandy invasion reminded soldiers that the Nazi slogan for destroying us was "divide and conquer." Our American answer is, "In union there is strength." We must summon that unity to surmount this crisis, confident that we are better than our politics. Donald Trump is the first president in my lifetime who does not try to unite the American people, does not even pretend to try. Instead, he tries to divide us. We are witnessing the consequences of 3 years of this deliberate effort, and are witnessing the consequences of 3 years without mature leadership. We can unite without him, drawing on the strengths inherent in our civil society. This will not be easy, as the past few days have shown, but we owe it to our fellow citizens, to past generations that bleed to defend our promise, and to our children. We can come through this trying time stronger, and with a renewed sense of purpose and respect for one another. The pandemic has shown us that it is not only our troops who are willing to offer the ultimate sacrifice for the safety of the community. Americans in hospitals, grocery stores, post offices, and elsewhere have put their lives on the line in order to serve their fellow citizens and their country. We know that we are better than the abuse of executive authority that we witnessed in Lafayette Square. We must reject and hold accountable those in office who would make a mockery of our Constitution. At the same time, we must remember Lincoln's better angels and listen to them as we work to unite. Only by adopting a new path, which means, in truth, returning to the original path of our founding ideals, will we again be a country admired and respected at home and abroad. Hope you're having fun.